Dimethyltryptamine, or DMT, is a naturally occurring compound made of carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen. Think of it as a cousin to serotonin. DMT is present in plants and trace amounts exist in the human body. Scientists aren't sure what role DMT plays in humans, but plants containing DMT have been used in religious ceremonies for thousands of years. People in the US and abroad have used it to experience what some describe as an extra-dimensional plane of reality, vastly different from our own, but just as real. It seems that DMT users may have eerily similar hallucinations.
Very similar experiences when we were on it. Can you tell us about your experiences and what you took out of DMT?
Well, I took it in the form of ayahuasca. I only took it twice in about 3 days in Brazil in 2003. My experience was just unforgettable. I mean, I had a voice, a woman's voice, and for 5 hours it talked to me about the illusory nature of reality. And I had instant recall of every word afterwards, which was amazing in itself. And I was taken to a place, and it took the form of a... this sounds really funny, but if you've experienced it, people know what I mean. I saw it as a shining blackness. Shining blackness. There was a doctor called Ibn Alexander, and he was, I think he's in New York, and he was a neurosurgeon. I think he still is. And he was one of these rigid kind of people. He admits it in his book. I was one of these rigid people that, obviously people would have near-death experiences when he was doing his surgery sometimes, and they'd tell him their stories. And as he said, I thought, oh, that's very interesting. A load of rubbish, but it's very interesting. And then he got, it was a form of meningitis that was so bad that his brain shut down in every area apart from the most primitive level that was necessary to keep him alive. And he came back after a transition period completely normal and went on with his life. And he wrote this book about it, which became a New York bestseller. Why I'm telling you this story, it's very interesting I think, is because when he first left the body and had a near-death experience himself, he entered a realm, classically the realm of the demons and the what I would call the archons and the reptilian entities and all this stuff. In fact, he talks about seeing reptilian beings brushing against him and all that stuff. And then a light came down, and he was taken out, what he called through the gate, into this amazing, blissful place, and on and on and on, until, this is where I'm coming round to, he said he was taken to experience the ultimate, the source. And you know what he calls it? The dazzling darkness. Wow. Exactly what I experienced.
Yep. It's fascinating, it's amazing, because just so people know, DMT is a natural recurring chemical in your brain. It comes out a little bit when you dream, but when you pass away, it's just flooded in your brain. And you could actually take it in the physical form and actually see what happens. I had the very similar experience, just blinding darkness.
Calls it the dazzling darkness. Wow. As a shining blackness. shining blackness.